printed 10 final expense scripts from the internet, and I'm going to read some of them to you. Hi, Bob. My name is Dana, and I'm reaching out because we sent you some information on final expense or burial insurance program. I want to verify the information that we have on you. Don't pause. Is this coverage just for you or for someone else? And if there's an objection, there's no way to respond to that. Okay, I can easily give you an idea on the cost of a final expense insurance plan, but have you given any thought to how much insurance you need to make sure your family won't experience a financial burden? Prospect gives an amount. If they don't know, tell them that $20,000 is a good starting point. This was just to set an appointment. Once I get there, though, there's nothing for me to say. There's some objections on, I can't afford anything. I thought you were going to send me something. I already have insurance and I'm not interested to overcome in order to set the appointment. But what do I say when I get to the house or call them next time? That doesn't help. Hi, Bob. This is Dana. The reason for my call is you recently requested information online about the most updated final expense programs available in your area. Don't delay or pause with the rhythm of your script, just get right into it. You requested information on a $10,000 benefit. The timestamp on your request was read the date and time. Verify any other information provided on the lead. I'm assuming you recall requesting that information, correct? My job as a state licensed field underwriter is to simply help you apply for the program. I just need to ask you a few health questions so we can maximize your discounts. And then we go right into the health questions. This script, I know nothing about them, what their needs are, why they inquired, who they're looking to protect. We go right into health questions and we tell them what they qualify for and we give them quotes, I guess. Hi, Bob. My name is Dana with Blank Company. How are you? How are you? Good. The reason I'm calling is that I just received a card or information regarding your Social Security death benefit and a final expense plan. I have the information and just wanted to go over with you real quick. All caps, emphasize the real quick. Takes about 5 minutes. Rejections. I don't know what you're talking about. It wants me to text a picture of the inquiry form to the customer to prove that they actually did it. Yeah, like that's gonna work. Presentation. First closing question already. Okay. So the first closing question, which is the first question of the presentation, I suppose. Have you experienced a funeral lately? You're hoping for a response of yes, that they had experienced. And if you get that response, you can ask more questions. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Was there insurance involved? Was there enough? But what happens if you get a no? There's nothing. So where do you go from there? After you find that out, then we go right talking about what we do and who we are. This is the name of our company. We are a final expense company, and which means we're focused on paying our claims out very quickly. What that means to you is that if you have a policy with us and you die, your family's going to get the money fast. This is very important because most funeral homes want the money up front, so at least you know the money is going to be there for your family when they need it. Isn't that right? Okay. We have been around for a number of years now, and we're becoming one of the fastest growing final expense companies in the nation. And more about who we are and what we do and why we're so great and why we're number one. We're also able to insure just about anyone, which is important because this is something everyone needs. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, let's move on. This is a long one, actually. All right. Hi, Bob. This is Dana from XYZ Company reaching out in regards to an inquiry you made about our final expense program. First of all, I am a licensed insurance agent in your state, and something about how I live local to you. If you're doing it over the phone, that really wouldn't work. What I do is help people 50 and older get affordable final expense coverage to pay their funeral and cremation costs. But before we get into any of that, please tell me, how are you holding up with all that's going on in the economy? Is there anything whatsoever I can do to help? What? Do you have kids that live close by? Are they able to help? I know we just met, but please let me know if I can help in any way possible. A lot of people I'm talking to aren't... Did you grow up in this area? How long have you lived there? Where did you retire from? How's the weather? Note, rapport building is much more important selling final expense over the phone than in person. Make sure you spend much more time building a relationship that allows the client to open up to you. But rapport building is actually about asking skilled questions about why they inquired in the first place, not asking them how's the weather. All right, let's move on. As I said earlier, my name is Dana. I'm an independent agent in your state. Here's my license number. And I've been in business since this year. And I specialize helping people like you get an affordable final expense program. The reason my clients do business with me is because I'm known as What's Up Broker. Do you know what that is? Basically, I'm not married to one company. Instead, I have access to all the companies and I get to shop around for you. So that's 4 paragraphs all about me. Not so sure this is the best approach at this point. Now we're going to transition into fact finding. Like I said earlier, the reason people request information over the phone is because they're concerned about the high cost of final expenses and want a program to take care of it so their kids don't have to come out of pocket. Well, what if they don't have kids? Or you're making a lot of assumptions here. So tell me, what were your thoughts and concerns when you requested this information? Finally, now that is a good question. But I would word it kind of different, more just what prompted you to inquire. I wouldn't even necessarily say they were concerns to begin with. You want the customer to tell you that. This script does end up going into asking some decent questions, but I think it could be flip-flopped. I think you need to put more of the focus on the customer first and then talk about who you are afterwards, unless they ask. But what I found is that they won't. They really want the attention on them. Bob, when I visit the people who request this information, typically they are in one of 3 situations. The first is they know if they die today, there's no coverage in place and a loved one will end up paying the bill. Second is they have some coverage, but not enough. And third is they have plenty, but they want to leave extra behind to a loved one. Is one of these situations best fit you? I think that's a mistake because you're now trying to put your customer in a box instead of just letting them tell you their reasons and their why. I don't necessarily think that everybody's going to fall into 3 different categories. Okay, here's another one. Hello, Bob. It looks like you were inquiring for information on affordable life insurance policy to protect your family with money to pay for funeral and other final expenses. Let me introduce myself and our company. My name is Dana and I'm with XYZ Company. For the past certain amount of years, we've specialized in finding affordable life insurance to cover funeral and burial costs. Now, Bob, the process we use is very simple. We are going to assist you in building your own personalized life insurance product based on the features that are important to you. Oh, here's another we. We work with many different carriers and I will work to find to look through them to find something within your budget for any health conditions you may have. How does that sound? Doesn't sound very good. So first things first, do you have any coverage in place? Okay. And where do we ever ask them any questions about who they are? Determining face amount, reviewing health conditions. giving pricing, getting a commitment. Yeah. I don't really see that in this one. Hi, Bob. This is Dana calling from the Senior Resource Center about information that you requested on the new state funeral plan for your state residents. No pausing. I have your address as this and your date of birth is this. Is this correct? Again, are you married or single? Okay. Oh, this one is just to set an appointment for a follow-up call. And okay, here's the follow-up call for the telesales script with an appointment. And there's nothing here, just objections. Mail the information to me. I can't afford insurance. How much does it cost? Yeah, this doesn't tell me how to sell it. That's a lot of wasted paper on scripts that really don't help me very much to understand my customer so that they can ultimately sell themselves into getting a final expense policy, not me telling them why they should have it and getting them to agree with me. So that's it. If you want more information on how to actually successfully sell final expense insurance and you're not having any luck, feel free to send me a DM and we can talk.